How important is the language that you use in your quality program? Well, let's take a look. We are currently impersonating an agent profile here. So this is Sammy, our agent. Sammy's got a dashboard here, so they can track their evaluations, quality score, etc., their NPS results. There's also notifications that came through up at the top here, so let's check that out. So we've got an evaluation. Kathy here has evaluated one of our conversations. So let's take a look at it. This is exciting. I wonder how I've done, or how Sammy's done rather. So let's view the evaluation. And well, look at this right away. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh, okay. So we failed. A failed evaluation. That's a bit of a bummer. There's another evaluation that's been done here. So let me maximize this scorecard and we'll check out this other one. Oh, that's a fail as well. So we've got some feedback here. Let's check that out. Oh, that's negative feedback. So as an agent, I am getting told that I'm failing evaluations. And in order to help me get better, I get negative feedback. So how's that going to make us feel as the agent? Because the first thing that I want to do here, actually, I just want to come in here and I want to appeal that right away because it's not constructive. Plus, as well, I'm pretty sure that that new process that they were talking about here, I wasn't at that team leader meeting. Okay, so how? Okay, so how do we change that then? Okay, so how do we change that? How do we change the language that we're using in our quality scorecards? Well, let's check it out. So I'm going to come back to our main account here. So this is my own account. We're no longer in the agent account. And I'm going to go to our quality settings first. So this contains all of the settings that relate to quality evaluations and quality workflows. Now I'm going to come to my evaluation outcomes menu, and this allows me to set the terminology for evaluation outcomes. So we can see we've got pass, fail, and null here. Now, pass fail's fairly straightforward, fairly obvious. Where it's past where it meets the scoring criteria, that's classed as a pass. If it's below that, it's passed as a fail. Now, in the instances where we have a scorecard that doesn't have a pass rate because it's optional, then what we see in here will be attached as the outcome to the evaluation. So there's three options. If you're using a pass rate in your scorecards, you won't really need to worry about the null option. But this is what we want to change here. So I'm going to change this to a more constructive phrase or word. So let's just call it development. So all we do here is save the changes like so. And what this will mean is that every evaluation that we look at, so let's find Sammy's evaluation. So we're in the KPI report here. So here we'll get Sammy at the bottom. And we can see the evaluation result that we just saw. So I'm going to click into that and we will see that the outcome has changed, or the outcome terminology has changed to development. So when you make any changes in your quality settings in this way, that's going to change all your historical values as well. So keep that in mind. Now, the other element that we need to think about is our feedback, because fair enough, our agent is getting a failed evaluation, which has been classed as development, but we're still getting that negative feedback. So that still stings a bit. So let's change that. In order to do that, I'm going to come to my settings again, and then into feedback settings. So we get various types of feedback depending on the type of feedback it is. We've got our quality feedback that relates to quality evaluations, any feedback that's given during our calibration process, and we've got general feedback settings in here. But we're focusing on quality feedback for this particular, for the scope of this video. So we have our three sentiments, which is essentially positive, neutral, and negative. And here is where we can change the title of that feedback type. So let's change this to constructive. And we can change any of the placeholders in there and change our SLA as well. So this really gives the agent a number of days to acknowledge that feedback, and you can track that in your reporting. But let's save this for now. And we'll just save that. And let's come back to the KPI report and find that evaluation again. So we're looking for Sammy here. And we have our development evaluation. So this time when we get into our feedback, we are getting the new phrase, which is constructive. And that is arguably more constructive than getting negative feedback. And that is arguably more constructive than receiving negative feedback alongside that failed evaluation.